So when Emily and I were rebuilding we came to an agreement. The same agreement I want you to come to with your partner. It went something like this. I want to be a safe place for you. If you feel hurt, if you feel disrespected, if you feel neglected, I want to know. Your feelings aren't a burden to me. They're real and they are important. I want to keep short accounts in this relationship. I don't want either of us building up resentment or avoiding conflict out of fear of the other person's reaction or because they just want to keep the peace. We know that doesn't work. And if one of us is bringing up a hurt or a concern, let's both hold each other accountable to doing it respectfully and vulnerably without criticism or passive aggressiveness or blame. And let's receive any complaints without getting defensive or invalidating or dismissing the other person's feelings. So here's the question. Will you both agree to that as well? This is not about perfection. This is about direction and intention, because I still mess up, but I'm open to her lovingly calling me out. I take accountability personally and relationally. I apologize for my part. I'm not saying apologize for things you didn't do. I apologize for what role I believe I caused, and I validate how my actions could have affected her. And I ask her what she needs from me in this moment to repair, and that makes all the difference. You get two people who actually want to do those things, you can move mountains in your relationship. Most of our relationship issues are because at least one person refuses to do that, isn't it?
Behind every single fight that you have with your partner is a desire to be understood, a desire to feel seen and heard. When you're sitting there arguing about the dishes, the forgotten plans, the lack of intimacy, all the hours they spend at work, what we're really trying to say is, I'm overwhelmed and I need more support. I miss you and I want more connection. I feel like I'm not a priority and I need reassurance that you care. We can argue in circles all day with the, you never do this, I always do that, you never listen, I'm always to blame. But the reality is, you won't get anywhere worthwhile until you both stop and ask, what is it that we're really trying to say? When you strip away the blame, the defensiveness, and the scorekeeping, what's left is two people who want to feel valued, two people who want to feel supported and loved. So next time, before the argument starts to spiral, ask yourself, what do I actually feel and want? How can I say that in a way that they can actually hear? And how can I consider and support their feelings too?
Hello, good evening. My name is Zadok Adile, and you're welcome to Unspoken, the podcast. Well, I'm sure you've watched those videos. Well, central theme is, topic today is conflict resolution possible without casualties? And, you know, for relationships, for marriages, situationships, you will always find yourself in that position where there will be friction. We do not have the same mind. We were not, even if we were born of the same womb, we have different personalities. Our thought processes are different. And, you know, for things to move smoothly, we have to always explain things to ourselves. What I do not like, I have to tell you. What you do not like, you have to share it with me. But are you my safe space enough for me to share that with you? And you don't judge me or use it for every other argument we have afterwards and say, that's what you said all the time. You know, keeping scores and all. But, you know, I don't come alone. I come with my team. I'll let them do the introductions and we'll dive right into it.
My name is Ndoka Chukuma. Thanks for bringing me on once again.
Welcome, sir.
My name is Tejiri Joanna Tialubi, and as usual, it's good to be here again.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's start with you now. So how do we, okay, you've watched those videos, yeah? Now, what did you pick from the videos? Because to me, it's one thing, okay, I just want to see what's on my mind. I'm saying what's on my mind in a way I think you should understand. After all, we are together, you're my safe space. I should be able to tell you things, babe, I'm not, when you do this, I feel this sort of way. And because I love you so much, I don't want to be feeling this sort of way around you. If it's somebody else, I do know how to handle them. But you are my partner. There are limits to the boundaries I would set around you being my partner, because essentially we are one. So how do I handle that without casualties and every other stray bullets?
Well, first off, I would say that conflicts are normal in any relationship. I'm not going to talk about situationship because that one. Okay, well, friendship, relationship among siblings, conflicts are normal. Okay,
Yeah.
but the thing is, the most important thing is how do we address the conflict? How? Okay, conflicts are normal. In fact, conflicts are what tells you that the relationship is alive.
Yeah.
That yes, these two people are different people, there will be clash, so conflict says that they still care, they communicate, they interact, so
Yeah.
it shows that it's alive.
Yes.
It is also a way of you to collect data to know, okay, am I doing something wrong that I need to correct?
Yeah.
Or am I able to tell my partner that my partner is doing something wrong that he or she also needs to address? When there is silence, that is when we should be scared that what is happening. Silence is not a very good indication
Yep.
of healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, because there must be something to talk about. There must be interactions. There must be activities.
Yeah.
So when there is silence like that, it should be scary. However, like I said, the most important thing is how do we address these conflicts?
Yeah, but for some people, they say that conflict just means probably the relationship is broken.
No.
Or maybe there are fault lines that begin to appear.
No.
What is an indication or an indicator of a broken marriage or relationship is the refusal to resolve the conflict and reconcile.
Yeah.
I think that is where the problem comes in. The conflict itself is not an issue. Like me, for example now, even with my friends, if there is a conflict, my first thought is resolving this, okay? Because I believe we're all human, so I give that grace, you understand? So I don't get angry when somebody is upset. And especially because I'm an empath, I can always predict the reason why that behavior came in the first place. So when I'm supposed to be upset, I find myself understanding, It is not that I'm telling myself, oh, yeah, brain. Do you get? I understand, I can predict, so I can preempt, okay, this is why this person has done this and all of that. But what I want more is that person acknowledging that, okay, I've done this and this is what I'm going to do to make sure I don't do it again. So it's okay. That is fine by me. When you just say, it's okay. But some people, even when you let them know that this is what you've done, they cannot say that I am sorry. Oh, no. Heaven go for first. Even acknowledging that they've done something wrong is even a big deal. There are some people now who don't like saying I'm sorry, verbally and all of that. I still have an issue with that, but they'll still come buying you gifts. That is not an issue. I like gifts. I like money.
But there should be.
Yes, there should be sorry.
Apology.
What that is not an issue. Where I'm going
What
to
if
is that
people just tell you sorry? They just say it because they feel you want to hear it.
yeah, so no, that is where I'm going to. That the sorry is not as important as them not doing it again.
Okay.
That one is more important for me. That you have hurt me, and I'm saying you hurt me, and you say
But
okay.
you should know I have a short fuse. I'm prone to these things. But when I don't really mean some of the things I say, but you are the one, you push me to the wall all the time. There's pressure, country is happening, a whole lot is happening.
There is this song there is this song that just
Why?
came out.
Just
that,
try and
that
understand me.
Wizkid sang that I like.
This is me.
There is this new song that Wizkid sang that I like. Not before you go jogodo.
But I need you.
You will not jogodo here with that behavior. You will do it on your own.
But I need you to understand me.
Asao
We always have
now.
this understanding.
Asao.
I don't know why are you changing. This is not you.
Change
This
is
not-
constant.
yeah.
We
This
have
is
to
not
adapt.
you. We start the way we started it. You understand? I'm as much as possible. I'm trying. I know I'm short fused. I'm trying.
You're not trying if you're justifying.
I'm
your
but
yes.
you know I will expect you to understand that I wasn't like this. The pressure of work,
Let me
life is
ask you a
happening all
question.
at once.
If you have a very difficult boss at your place of work, and at your place of work you earn 3 million naira per month, you have every year a paid vacation, you have every 3 months they give you 2 weeks break, you have paid lunch, and your boss is short-fused.
Hello, which is what I'm expecting you to do. I'm expecting you to manage them.
Oh, I did not even phrase the question well. And you are short-fused, and your boss is saying, I'm not going to take that here. What are you going to do?
You know, they say we should be our leaders.
Yeah.
I will extend my fuse.
Sure, you say?
We will learn to extend that
That
fuse.
is
We will
it.
learn to put that fuse in
That
check.
is it. We tend to want people to accept our bad behavior without we wanting to grow and change.
I want to say that though there are certain things people will find difficult
To change.
but when there is a sincere apology and the other party see that you are doing your best, you know, they will go along. Do you understand? But when
Let us be practical.
I don't,
Sir. What are the things that you think will be difficult to change? Should adultery be part of it?
no.
Should
there are,
domestic violence be part of it?
No. There are people that, for instance, I'm not a fashionable person. My wife will fight. Okay? You know, and I will find out that
But you've combined this very well.
No, that means Madam probably put this together.
Now, so if she keep, you know, harping on that, there could be problem. But I would try to do my best to appear, you know.
That one is wrong thing. You don't need to harp on it. If I go buy you clothes, you not go wear them.
I go wear them.
Okay, sir. See, the thing is, I don't understand why my wife is going on about this now. I'm a very attractive person. I talk to people smoothly, and then she just say, everywhere you go, you are flirting with them. I'm not the one. They're the ones coming on to me. Now, is it my fault that I am the way I am? Is it my fault that I talk the way I talk?
It's your fault.
How is it my fault?
You have to work on. I'm like that.
Okay, so
I was like that, rather.
Okay, sir,
okay?
So what should I do?
I'm enjoying this conversation.
By the grace of God, I've been sent to Asia, you know, some countries there. Now, when they were sending me to Lebanon, my wife said, I beg you. You know, usually, when you're talking to ladies, you touch them, you know, because I just grew up like that. I saw my father in the Lord speaking to a lady. I said, how are you? You know, she said, I beg you, if he kill you, they make you, you know. So I have to begin to work on myself. There are certain part of you, you know, you have to. Actually, that's an Arab country.
Should I
could do that.
Should I stop being friendly because of that, sir?
No.
What is your definition of being friendly?
Now, whatever, hold on. No,
What is
whatever,
your definition?
hold on.
No,
whatever that
let
will
him
make,
answer.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Whatever that will,
of being friendly.
whatever that will make your partner uncomfortable, you have to work on that.
So
you have to.
So does my partner want me to keep a straight face and I stonewall everybody
the
around?
thing is,
No, listen.
there are people who think like this, sir.
No.
And the thing is, they will now begin to gaslight the partner.
I think
that
my
you have
my
insecurity
partner is
issues.
my partner might just be having low esteem.
You can see
because the thing is,
if
What
she
has this sort of
we are talking about
what is love?
Yes.
What is love? If she has low self-esteem, your duty is to help her. And how do you help her? Don't do things that will, you know, provoke.
I am someone that is loved by the people. Should I now, because of my partner now, I should then start doing when they greet me, I just tell them morning.
No. Like I said, I know what I do that, you know, makes her uncomfortable. And when I began to see that, you have to work on that. When I talk to people, sometimes I will put my hands at the back to help myself. Do you understand? I will just
should this always cause
from
because
a woman's perspective.
it might be our own insecurity because should that even cause a conflict in the first place?
True, in some cases the woman might be insecure. But let me speak from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
You know, now when a man sometimes, you know, men sometimes can want to be kind and playful. Yeah. And they hype a woman and say, oh, you're looking so good today. The thing is, it goes two ways. The man might be slowly watering the floor so that by the time the advance will land, it will land on a wet ground. Do you get? That's one. Two, it might just be a playful guy with, you know, honest, platonic, but the lady hearing it, is she seeing it as platonic? Now, if she responds flirtatiously to
Yes.
the wife,
Can he handle?
the wife will pick it.
Can the guy handle it?
The guy may not be able to handle it. The wife will pick it. And while the problem did not come from your intention, but the result of your action, which you thought was innocent.
Yeah, the research has proved that phlegmatics, they are emotional, you know, and when they do that, by the time the lady or the opposite sex responds, most times they don't stand it. Most times they don't stand it. So, and their biggest weakness is what? Infidelity. I'm phlegmatic, so I can tell you.
So you have to take a research on that.
You have to work on yourself. That now, whatever you do that could make your partner uncomfortable, you know, you understand.
Should I stop being a happy person because my
you don't have to stop.
You
because,
can't be
because
your happiness should not be
it
should not be based on flirting with other women.
I'm not flirting with them. I compliment people. I say, oh, Pastor,
why are you not
you look lovely
complimenting
today.
your partner?
My partner that I compliment day and night.
Continue.
So okay, I'm outside.
Continue.
I'm outside. I'm a man of the people, you know, and I'm like, hey, sir, you look good today, sir. Have you seen your hair?
Then
focus
focus your compliments on your gender.
What happened? This is when I'm not gay.
You don't need to be gay. You don't need to go sexual about it.
No,
Pastor, you look so nice today.
So that's the thing. I tell the same. Okay, we go out and I see somebody, a lady. Okay, someone who greets me like, "Hello, how you doing?" I'm like, "Wow, you look good." And this color,
the fact that you can identify that a lady looks good beside me, problem tiwa niyen.
Why? The color of lipstick. The color of lipstick. The color of lipstick that she wore is matching to.
Exactly.
Ojú wo ló fi rí lady kan tó fine tí mo jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Ó yẹ kó máa wò mí báyìí. Baby, you fine.
Even if we go by the Holy Book, he said that.
Baby, you fine, lẹ́nu, you fine yàtọ̀. Oh, tẹ̀ ní rojú rí waitress gan. Èmi gan ni waitress gan ni madam.
But let me remind you something. Even the good book said the creator, after he finished, and he looked at all he has created, and what can you help me complete it? He said that
it is good.
Yeah.
Kí ló dé tí wife yẹ o good.
I am made in the image of the
Kí ló dé
creator.
tí wife yẹ
How would I not be able to identify good things?
Are you the one that created them?
Let me tell you, there
are
are rules, there are laws. If you don't follow them, you have there are consequences.
You don't cry.
You see,
So
there are certain things we look at. The first time I had my father in the Lord preach, and he said that if you are married and you are giving a lady a lift in your car, that is, I didn't quite take it. But then it happened to me. I just took a lady from our junction. I didn't go far. My wife said, who is that? My saving grace was that my boy was behind, was in the car. So, who is that? I said, is that how you used to take the, you have to, you go explain tire. You understand? So there is no, except you don't want to have your peace of mind.
Exactly.
But should there be conflict on issues like this?
Should
there be conflict? Should there be casualties? Should there be fallout?
Now, if your partner is flirting with different people.
No, that's the thing. See, it is.
Sorry.
It is you who tells me that I'm
problem with that.
I'm not
Probably
flirting.
you don't have problem with that. Seeing your wife, you may not. But then you should also think of how she will feel. So
but
why
she tell me that? Oh, when I'm speaking to ladies, my voice that I have this. I use this kind of funny voice. Why is she telling me that the way I look?
If she said
why
it,
is she saying
if
this?
she said it, then
This is
you
so
are
interesting. He's doing.
Not do it. This is a scenario.
Yeah.
Right?
God gave ladies, women, one gift. If a lady comes into a place and her partner
has eyes for the partner, or the partner is interested, and she has a way of picking it up.
She will pick it up. Now, sometimes you may not have gotten there. But you are just been, playing, and she could see. No, you may be sincere, but she could see that ahead of time, something will happen. Okay, it's a gift God gave them to protect their home. So if she is saying something, take note of it, please.
Yeah. So most time you see
The
this
conflict-
scenario,
the
this
conflict-
scenario that he has painted, sir, is an example of why sometimes conflict leads to breakup instead of resolution.
Yeah.
One party not understanding why he should stop doing something that hurts the other party.
Yes.
But
Do you
this is,
understand?
like you said, I'm a phlegmatic. I'm also an empath.
I'm
a phlegmatic. I'm also an empath. And you know, as an empath, there's no way. When I see people, I just feel, I've been through certain things. When I see people, I'm like, cheer up, smile. You know, you never know. It is. I don't like it when I meet people, you know, and they don't smile. I'm like, cheer up, smile. And it's something I do. It's something I've picked up. It's become a part of me.
Yeah.
So let's say I've done this for 40 years now.
Yeah.
And then I meet you, and then I fall in love with you, and you understand. I'm doing it, but you know this is, you see, it's an integral part of me. Now you say, the way you speak to people can be misleading and cool.
Yeah.
Now, you said, okay, for me to maintain peace. Now, first and first is, do I then have to apologize for being me? One. Do I then say, for the context, in this context now, because I want peace in the relationship, do I now become that person that would just I have to evolve because I love my woman so much, I love my partner so much now. Does that mean I have to do a 360 on my character now? Because these are things, don't forget that it's taken me 40 years to get to this level. In those 40 years, I've never had issues with, even when, there's no way we get feedbacks on ourselves. And for every feedback I get is, he's a nice person, he likes people around him to be cheerful, he's this, he's that. And then you just say, babe, Shuri, anytime we're going out again, don't smile with those babes. Don't be like, but it's just me. It is who I am.
You see,
so am I now having to apologize for being me? Okay. And do I then have to change to make my partner comfortable?
I wouldn't want to use the word, to apologize to yourself, okay? Or to apologize for being yourself, okay? But I will say that you have to make a change. I'm telling you out of experience.
Well, you can apologize for the effect of the action.
Okay, okay.
Not you claiming that you intentionally did it. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Good.
Not, do you understand?
Like I said, there are things that if you don't handle, you won't even know what is happening behind you. I never knew people were saying that I'm flirting with a woman in the church because, well, not people, the husband accused her rather, okay? It was years later after the woman is dead and the man is having emotional crisis, and I took him to stay in my place for 3 months. And then one of my members, they said, you mean you can take that man? You're a pastor indeed. So he said that you are flirting with his wife. I said, I said, say you people knew about it. He said, every church knew, all of us, we know. I said, So, then that is why I said that you have to change who you are because of the effect it's having. If not that, by the grace of God, I'm sincere, I'm innocent, the church don't scatter. Okay. But I didn't even know
what was going on. Did your partner pick on this? Because she knows this is who you are.
The person we are talking about is her auntie anyway. Is my wife's auntie, So, she did not really, she understood that.
But if it were to be a neutral person and a younger person, she may have. She
might have, because, so what I'm trying to say is, I'm just telling you that for the peace of your home, and also, like, is the grace of God. If not, if the church don't scatter then, me, I didn't know anything. So for that, you have to work on yourself. If it will take you 360 degree, you have to do that, so to say,
I think, sir, apologizing for me is very important. Apologizing, but apologize for actions, not who you are.
Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe
I
didn't put it,
When we are also, no, I'm buttressing what you are saying, sir. When we also when we want to point out areas of dispute or anger, do you understand? I think it is better to point out actions, not attack person. You are wicked. You are heartless. Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah. You can't come to me telling me that and you expect me to pay attention to you. I'm not going to hear you. I'm not going to listen to you.
Because you probably have said some words that touch. Imagine, how can you say I'm flirting with that girl? No, look at you. I'm with you. I came out with you. I came out with you. Look at you, looking all at Chalugu, and then you with I miss.
Did you not flirt? You flirted.
All I just said was cheer up, smile. It suits you this way. It suits you.
If I'm with that kind of a partner, I will just put my phone on record. Me tennis or my phone on record. Be on record. Tá ti àlejò nínú ilé, màá wá play, màá fi sí big TV. Kó máa gbọ́. Ana, ṣé obìnrin olóbìnrin ló bá sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Àṣírí á bá tú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. You get? Because sometimes when we are doing the actions, we don't know the effect on people. Yeah. So that's why we have to listen to them. Yeah. You understand? We have to listen to them.
Listen to them. How am I sure I'm not pandering towards their interest?
Let me give you
towards
an example.
Their insecurity. But you know what? Let's go on a quick break. No, you keep the example. One will come from the break. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I don't like the way our conflict ended. What? I mean, the fight that we had earlier. I just need you to know that I love you. And I recognize I could have done a few things better, so I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry. What are you doing? I'm trying to say I'm sorry. I care about you and this relationship, and I want us both to feel safe with each other during or after a conflict, you know? Why are you looking at me like that? I've just never experienced this. I mean, in our family, nobody ever came back after a fight to take accountability or repair anything. Yeah, me neither. We didn't talk about emotional stuff. We were more of the not talk to each other for the rest of the day and then sweep it under the rug and act like nothing happened type of people. Did that work for your family? Because it didn't really seem to work for mine. No, not at all. I either felt disconnected from them or scared to bring something up. Same. You want to break that cycle with me? Because I want to feel like we're on the same team. I love you more than any fight we have. I would love that. And I realize that we're going to have conflict from time to time, right? We're going to mess up occasionally. Nobody's perfect. Right. But I hope that we're both learning and maturing and we can take accountability when we do. Yeah, I mean, I want to repair any unintentional disconnection. I don't want either of us to feel like we can't talk to the other person. Yeah, me either. So if repair starts with curiosity and accountability, I would love to hear how my words or actions impacted you during our last conflict and how I could show up better for you next time. Okay, will you share yours after I share mine? Because I want to.
Learn simple things on conflict resolution. You can be deeply spiritual and not know how to say sorry without circumlocution. Just I am sorry. And sometimes there are people who solve conflicts by letting time pass. They just ignore it and then they will get over it. But there are some people, the only way to move forward is to talk about it. Now, for some reason, more often than not, those two people often marry themselves. And now there's a conflict. Somebody wants to talk about it to move on. The other person wants to ignore it to move on. How do you handle that? You might be deeply spiritual and not know how to handle this. So let me tell you how to handle those situations. I'm not trying to be stereotypical about this, but it's usually the woman who wants to talk things through. So the woman comes and says, you know, I don't like how our last conversation went. And the guy is just like, sorry, I don't want to talk about it now. What you say next will either escalate or somebody is getting it. So this is what I recommend. So he says, I don't want to talk about it now. This is what you should say. So what do you need from me in the meantime? And then he says, oh, I just need time to process it and get over it, and then we can talk about it. And then you also ask, what do you need from me in the meantime? And the usual response will be, I just want to know the time and the place where you can talk about it. Then you provide the time and place. Don't just let it go. You're killing the other person. So you just say, you know what, after lunch in the living room, 6 p.m., we'll talk about it. Give a time and a place. Thank you. That's all.
Welcome back. So, yes, your chain of thoughts before we react to the video.
Okay, so I was saying that sometimes you may actually be very right. And then when you are convinced you're right, you can stand on your, on your ground. You can stand your ground and say, no, I'm not budging. But sometimes when the person is really feeling hurt, by your actions, you may have to review. Recently we had this program in one of our organization. We're going to do a send forth for one of our leaders and all, and then somebody said, the number of gift items you're buying too many, you can reduce it. And then we said, no, I think we love the number of gift items like that. We've made up our mind. This person who suggested later came around to say, oh, I want to be part of it, and contributed to it. So if we had said, okay, we want to reduce the number of items, you understand? Yeah. You may not have felt motivated to, to contribute to it. So we felt it was good enough because we worked closely with the leader. We saw the sacrifices and all of that. Okay. So sometimes you may stand your ground.
Yeah.
Especially when you know you're right and all of that. But sometimes when you genuinely see the pain of the other person, because this one now, in this case, the number of gift items would in no way hurt this person that made the suggestion. So you could stand your ground.
Yeah.
But if that decision would hurt the other person,
Yes.
you know, you may have to review your
Exactly.
actions.
That's-
So there are times you stand.
Yeah.
So more like, okay, in a process where I just, because I'm trying to, now I know this is my partner, by the time she takes this up, she wants us to discuss it. I don't want to talk about it now. And, you know, I get to that level where I start to, in order for me to avoid conflict, I begin to build a barrier. Don't you think that's even more dangerous on the relationship? Because to her now, I might begin to feel like I'm being distant, but I'm just only trying to protect her and myself from every reaction, because I know next thing is you want to talk about it. And in talking about it, you are the kind of person I know that you can explode, because during that conversation, everything I say can be used against me. So, and then I have to start walking around eggshells around you. How do we combat such situations?
I think you can honestly tell her, you know, look, I'm flooded now. Can you please give me some time so that we'll talk about this?
I should tell her that I'm flooded now, so she will tell me that I'm not important. Am I not meant to be the most important thing in your life? You are telling me you are flooded.
No.
What is more important than me, that I'm your partner? What is more, they said we are one. What is more important?
you can,
I'm telling you about something that is affecting my mental health, is affecting me. You are telling me to wait.
Listen, you can tell, I can tell her that, look, if I should talk now, I would definitely say something I would regret. Why don't you give me some time to put myself
Is there
together?
any time you don't say things
And,
you don't regret?
talk,
Whatever it is. Be plain with me. Whatever it is, say it. I can handle it.
Yeah. So I know, I understand where you're coming from.
But then, I'm your partner. Whatever you I can handle it.
I
Say
think
it.
this whole thing boils down to preparation before getting. I always say it, preparation before getting married is very important.
Yeah.
See, if you get it wrong from the foundation, these issues will keep coming up again and again and again. Have you agreed on conflict resolution before
when we
getting
get to
married?
that bridge, we will cross it.
Okay, now that you have gotten to that bridge,
I want to talk about it. You say you want time. What time are you? What time are you?
if you are not talking about it in a way that will make me receptive, you will not get the result you're looking
let us
for.
talk about this thing now. And let us, everything that want to yam pepper scatter. Let's scatter everything. Let's rearrange.
Let me tell you, if a party insists like that, the result is that the other party will become, it will become quiet. It will leave. And it will build resentment, complacency.
Yeah.
Eventually, if care is not taken, the eventual breakdown of the relationship. It is good to talk, but you don't talk when your partner is not listening.
Exactly.
You don't talk when your partner is not listening.
That means that partner is not being invested. If you are invested in me the way I'm invested in you, you should listen to me.
When we were
Every
doing
time we want to
communication,
talk
when we
about-
were doing communication in school, they said between the speaker and the receiver, there are elements.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a tunnel. In the tunnel, you can have noise. You can have background interference. When all of these things are there, you don't remove them. Communication cannot be effective because it will affect how this person is receiving it. You will not get the feedback that you are supposed to get.
If you make me your priority, you drone out the noise. They say it is where we are heading to. We do not listen to the noise of the market. It is you and I. We signed up for this. You should be able to drone out the noise of.
You see,
the
people like that.
marketplace.
People like
Let
that.
us talk this thing out once and for all.
People like that are usually this thing is. There are some people that are avoidant.
Yeah.
There is no time that is ever convenient for them to talk about issues. They believe that that with a little time they'll forget.
Yeah.
So when you are with such a person, you might become frustrated and you might be reacting like this. Because yesterday you wanted to bring it up, he avoided you. 2 days ago, he avoided you. So it might be that that person is an avoidance and the other party is frustrated. But if the person is not an avoidant and is saying that I'm currently overwhelmed, can you give me time to,
So are you trying to say I'm the one that is getting overwhelmed? Am I stressing you? Am I too much for you to handle? Well, I'm talking about something that is affecting me. That's something that can affect us.
Like what you
what are you
said,
saying?
probably, in the past,
Yes.
You've been avoiding
Yes.
the person. There are some unsettled issues.
Yes.
So, and when you have such a history, the person will definitely
Reacts like
I'm
this.
just a person that
But
whenever
if
things
not-
happen, I just want to
If
clear my
not,
table.
when you explain to a person, look, give me some time, I'm having headache or whatever, let me just...
I should give you time so you can play the scenarios in your head and simulate the answers you want to give.
Of course.
Is
Of
that not...
course.
Yeah,
That's
so that you'll be
better.
able to...
That means you
Let's
don't
talk.
want to be truthful to me. Let us talk about it now.
No.
So because when you start to play those scenarios in your head, you will have anticipated me and you will
Are you
simulate
trying to
it.
resolve conflicts or you want to escalate it?
I want us to settle this matter.
If you want us to settle, let us
Let's
settle when I'm convenient. Both of us are
why,
well relaxed.
Why should you be convinced? Are we not relaxed this way?
If you
Is
want,
anybody
if
stressing
you want war,
Am I
in the
stressing you?
Boski, you go meet am.
Is there,
Aura for aura.
Aura for
You go meet am.
This is what I'm saying.
now.
You are beginning to behave like these Gen Z people.
Yes.
You are allowing all these. You are allowing all these internet women to affect you now.
Yes.
This was not what we signed up for.
Yes.
This was not what we signed up for. When we signed up for this, you were a very calm person. You understand. We spoke. We understood ourselves.
But
these
even-
days now, you are becoming.
even Agutan.
You are becoming aggressive these
Even
days.
Agutan, when you swing to the wall, what happens?
You
I will come back and
You
fight
are
you.
becoming aggressive.
Yes.
This
Ẹ̀yin
is-
lẹ sún mi débẹ̀.
No, this is not what I signed up
Ẹ̀yin lẹ sún mi
This
débẹ̀.
is not. I do not agree to this. I do not subscribe to this. This is not what we said we wanted.
You are the one that sún me to
How?
that point.
How?
By becoming unreasonable.
How am I not unreasonable? Am I a mad person? How would I be unreasonable? How would you even use that word? You look at me and tell me I'm unreasonable. How?
You are being unreasonable because you want things to be done only in your way.
It is
You
not in
don't
my way.
considerate about
I'm
me.
saying let us do this. See, you don't understand. You see, even the good book says that we should not allow the sun, you understand, cool down on our anger. Now that this thing has happened, I need an explanation.
Do
We
you
need
know
to
what?
sort
When the
this
good
out.
Lord says that the sun should not go down in your anger, He did not say the sun should not go down in your discussion. It is you that will go to God and say, this anger that I'm feeling, I want you to take it off from me.
The only way I can clear my mind is if I get a satisfactory explanation why this has to happen.
No. That's
you
not the
don't
only
understand.
way.
like I
So
said,
you are now assistant Jesus now. You want to educate me. Also. Before you even got converted, I have been in this. Now, are you trying to tell me what is not?
I'm only trying to talk to you so that you will not kill yourself.
What do you mean by I will not kill myself? How? Because I love you now. It's a
Mama
problem.
bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní play music. Tira ṣayé yìí sí o, kò yé mi.
This is what I'm saying. You are provoking me the more. We are trying to resolve an issue.
I will play
and you are trying to poke
this,
me.
this song. Kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́ lọ lófo. What is the song ever be called? Kí la máa fi ṣe tá lè fi táyé lọ́rùn o. I will play it for you. Let that your head be doing.
But these are scenarios that will come up. But these are scenarios that do come up, sir. So in such a situation where she's not backing down, I'm not backing down.
yeah.
And then we come to you, sir.
Yeah.
So what would be your first advice to us?
Well, my first advice is that
Or how do you help escalate such matters?
Don't forget though, me I'm ready to back down. But Oga is the one that is saying, no, we must discuss it now.
See, me too. If I don't want a solution, I'm not going to take my time. Do you know what I could be doing with my time? I sit down here with you. I'm trying to talk to you.
He's smart, he's still
Do you
sharp.
know how that
Over
time?
to
Do you
you,
know
sir.
how I can monetize that time? And I'm spending that time with you
Over
because
to you,
you are
sir.
special. If you are not special to me, I know where I can be.
That is how they gaslight their way.
If I can,
That is it.
if you are not special to
Bá
me,
ṣe ń ṣe
I
ni
know where I
o.
can be.
Ṣètìlì bá ṣe ń ṣe ni o.
now what I would
You see, these are part of things I'm saying.
No, what I would
These
tell
are
you
what
is
are the
that
things I'm telling you I'm experiencing.
Number one, each person should be able to back down, okay, and accommodate the other person. I'll have to advocate, tell, look, be the bigger person, okay. And again, if you don't have the history of always avoiding, your partner wouldn't be insisting. So if I have that habit, I will have to improve.
Sir,
Always,
Well done, sir.
you
Sir,
know,
I
so-
think
so
the
that-
problem
she's
is
taking space because she's trying to avoid this conversation.
the problem is that some people don't want to let go.
yeah.
They want things to be done their way, or that is
And
not
they are-
partnership and marriage.
All what I'm
If you are not
asking
ready
for
to
is
compromise,
accountability.
if you are not ready to compromise, you're not ready to give the other party, give in to the other party.
Yeah.
There will always be conflict.
Yes.
Let me give you a scenario. the way my brain spots red flag, even myself at the fear. So there was a time I was having this, pre-talking stage, right, with a guy, and 40s, never been married. So we were just gisting, and the first date, almost all the conversation revolved around him, his endeavors, his work, everything, phone conversation. It's always him, outfit he will wear to work, the food he will prepare. Brother can't be last born. Yeah, sir.
We will go on a short break, but you will have to explain the reason why you ran away.
In being a peaceful person, being an avoidant in conversation, and being a stonewaller. So a stonewaller is someone that your partner is actually trying to talk to you, trying to get through to you, and you're just not interested in having a conversation at that moment. You're not even giving them the courtesy of saying, I'm not in the right headspace right now to have a conversation. Give me an hour, give me a day, and we'll come back and we'll talk.
Or give me a week.
A week. For some people, yeah.
Need a whole week.
They need a week to process whatever the information is, and then we will talk. That's maturity. That's being intelligent in your relationship. Then there is being avoidant. Those that don't know how to really balance their emotions in that time, so they avoid communication whatsoever about a specific topic at a specific time. And so they just hope that as they keep avoiding the conversation, avoiding you, avoiding the conversation, avoiding you, avoiding the conversation, it will somehow disappear. And then it will never have to be discussed again. That is not being peaceful. That is not being mature. That is not wanting your marriage and your relationship to move forward and progress. Peace picks, I'm having a difficult time processing my emotions when it comes to certain topics. I'm not good when it comes to talking about money. However, give me time to arrange my mind, my thoughts, my emotions so that we can talk. That is choosing peace in your home. Don't be avoidant. Don't be a stonewaller. Don't be an ignorer. Don't now gaslight the person with, there's no point talking about this because you don't know how to talk about and you don't know how to handle your emotion. What's the point of talking about this? Because you're going to make it a big deal. None of that shows intelligence or maturity in a relationship. Whatever the issue is, it has to be tackled. But we have to understand it's us against
the situation.
The problem. Yeah. It's not me against you, you against me. There is a situation that has to be addressed. Can we do it peacefully? For us, what does peace mean? How are we going to make this an issue where, by all means, we get to the bottom?
We resolve. Find a solution.
There you go. Without it becoming a situation where now we've irked each other's soul, we've disturbed each other's emotions, we've tipped the equilibrium. There's now no balance in it, and we can't move forward. These are the things that we need to think about when we are dealing with peace. If we are for peace, as Jesus said to us, my peace I live with you. The peace has to remain in our homes. The peace has to remain in our relationships.
And what I'd add on to that is if you can't be peaceful as an individual alone, then how are you going to be peaceful with another person?
Communicating, you gotta do your best to separate your partner from the problem. By all means, let your partner know that they did the problem, but your partner is not the problem. Either your actions, the treatment, the dish, whatever it is, you're here, but you did this thing, and we're going to address this thing that you did. That places them outside of it to where they can look at it as well. You feel me? You don't want to put your partner in the hot seat and make it all about them to where you pointing at them. You feel me? Because people gonna get defensive. Thing too, and it's petty, but I come from an education background. I need you to with me because I'm serious. The average reading comprehension level is 8th grade. And that is a recent improvement, okay? That is a last few years improvement. Prior to that, it was 4th. I know we go off thinking that people should understand.
And they don't.
We go around I'm thinking that, okay, yeah, like I said, I communicated clearly. Why don't you, hey, listen, bruh. Hey, you gotta know who you talking to. So I'm not being petty when I say that, you feel me? But that's a thing that I don't think people consider.
Welcome back. So yes, give us the reason why. Because if he talks about himself, he's talking about himself, about his plans and go. He probably just wants you to understand him better.
Okay.
You understand? See, the thing is this now. I want you to know my personality. Oh yes, this is what I like to do. This is what my routine are. You know, by the time you are used to mine, and then we'll talk about you. You know, see, forever is a long time. And if you do not understand these things I'm telling you about, are things that I'm telling you about things that concern me that are my deal breakers. Also, they might also be deal breakers for you, right? So if I don't talk about myself, how else do you want to know about me? How is that even a red flag?
Let me first of all ask you, what is the meaning of a date? What is the purpose of a date? A first date at that.
Okay.
Well, a first date is for us to get familiar. You know, we've been speaking, but first of all, let me even see that.
This is somebody that we just met. We've not been mutuals.
Yeah.
We've not been mutuals. We just met. So what should the
first date should be? We should get to know each other.
Each other.
Yeah. But the thing is this now. I saw you and I know this is the kind of woman that I want. And I just do not want to play around. I just said, let me step this up. On the first day I saw you, I know you are the one for me. Now at this point in time, I said, let me start to tell you about myself.
Even you yourself, you know, say waiting they talk na lamba. You not even land well, sir. You not even land well.
You know, the thing is this
because
now.
You are
he said when the man saw the woman, he knew that this was the one for him. Now you see that.
And he called her. He did not tell her that my own name is Adam. He called her. See, when you meet someone for a first date, the aim is, I want to know you.
Yeah.
Then that person should also indicate interest in knowing you. It is not an interview. I detest it. That is why when men say, what do you bring to the table? That will be the last time you ever have a conversation. I'm not going to even finish that conversation. I'll say, oh, sorry, I just got an emergency. Boom. I don't work out. You will not even get a response from me. Like, what do I bring to the table? Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to be giving you my resume for a relationship. When you are not bongolo cigar, I'm not even dignify him with response.
What do you
get? If you are a leader, you don't need to ask me what I bring to the table. Only you go observe.
I will recognize what you bring to the
table. Only I want baby. Why am I so from babe? You are this, you are that. Even I'm like, boy, spotter.
What if I'm the kind of person that I like you to affirm by yourself what you are?
What you told me versus what I get.
You told me, and I will confirm it over time.
You will confirm. Why don't you observe? That is better. I cannot.
Long thing. Who has time for all that? I'm a busy person.
Yes, you should not be.
But on the first, concerning the first date, the guy is full of himself. That's why I would define it. Okay. And you have to be careful getting involved with such a person because everything will always be about himself, This is a first date. You need to allow the person to talk. You need to hear from the person, ask the person a question about it, not always yourself. And I think she also mentioned that even after that, during phone conversations, it's always me.
What if I'm an only child?
What if I'm an only child? So that they will know the reason why.
What if I'm an only child? What if that was what I was brought up? I'm an only child. Everything the world has always revolved around.
You see, we may not have control over where we came from.
Yeah.
Our experiences from birth.
Yeah.
But the moment we become adults, we are responsible for the outcome of our choices.
Yes.
You want to date, why don't you find out what are the ethics of dating? This is what I'm saying. We don't read anymore. Why? We don't study, we don't make research. Okay, I'm dating a corporate lady. What are the pros and cons of dating a corporate lady?
Because I want to come and toast you now, I should listen to every podcast. I should start reading e-books, listen to preaching.
That is why we have intelligent people who are successful in their career, in their businesses, but not successful in marriage. I used to be like that before we married. Now me they read past now. Why? Because you've learned from experience. You've been born. You understand? There are things you need to study for. Kingdom of heaven. Why are we studying for it? Why are we reading our Bible?
Yeah.
Why are we praying? Once you say, I accept you, Jesus, as my Lord and Savior, why don't you coast your way to heaven? Why did Jesus have to tell his disciples that this kind goeth not out, but by fasting and prayer? Do you understand? So there are things we need to prepare ourselves for. Relationship, marriage is one of that.
Yeah.
You are going for a first date. What are the ethics of first date? Okay, this guy that I was telling you about, the first date, if I tell you the refreshment he offered, you go laugh. I should tell you, you like gist. It was gala and one bottle water.
All right. No comment. What would you...
And when he got home that night, he called me, oh, how was it? I said, he enjoyed talking to me, a good conversation. I said, oh, no problem. I also enjoyed talking to you. I was giving him love. He now said, I want to go and cook now. Ronú tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ẹni tó gbé jáde, pé ṣé kò ṣe bó wàá bá ṣe, ó yẹ kó organize something, maybe even light, to myself as dinner. So baby, ṣe wá délé yẹn, I should not go into the kitchen to start cooking. Do you get? So I put soup. There are many things, but I'm just giving you those small ones. So you see now, you cannot defend them.
At this point, we're out of time. We're out of time, but now, do you agree with her? Just the last one said.
Yeah.
So, do you agree now that I feel that could also, that issue, those things you spotted could also have been discussed. Now, maybe as a way of feedback, even if you're not going to pursue that person, maybe towards the next relationship the person is going to have, they would work towards themselves.
The red flags were too many to begin to process, so that's why.
Because this person will probably, they will just keep working as a red flag and wouldn't,
God will give him his match that will be patient enough to.
It's been a wonderful evening. The topic on its own, I don't think we've exhausted this yet.
Not at all.
But it's a lovely one. I've had fun. I hope you have. I hope you've also learned, because yes, there are times that you might be right, but see, being right sometimes is not the best way for you to solve issues. Yeah. You have to find a middle point. So, till we meet you next time, have a wonderful evening.